Hey guys, last class of the week, and before we dive into the formal lesson, I wanted to talk with you a little bit about what we've all been going through in the last couple of weeks. I've had the opportunity to talk to a lot of friends and family and students and former students about their experiences, and one thing that I've noticed is that we're all in the same boat. For better or for worse, we're all in this together. And we talked earlier in the week about some of the positive things that are coming out of this, like spending more time with family or getting to sleep in, and that's great. But the other thing that everyone says they're experiencing is stress. Everyone I know is struggling. And that makes sense because none of us has ever been in a situation like this before. Nobody. And when we're in a situation that we've never been in before, we feel insecure because we don't have any experience. And that makes us feel uncomfortable, and that can come out in a lot of ways. It can come out through impatience. We can be really sensitive to what other people are saying. We can feel bad about ourselves. We can feel like things that have happened to us that we thought we were over, all of a sudden we're back in it, and it feels like we've time traveled back to before we learned valuable lessons. And all of that is completely natural. So I just wanted to say that if you're feeling stressed out and having a hard time, you are not alone. And if I can be of service, please reach out. I'm not a professional counselor, but I care about you, each of you, and I do have access to resources. VCU has put a great collection together. I'm going to create a folder and put it on Blackboard so you can check it out. But you can also reach out to me directly, and I'll direct you to some of them. So you're doing great. As for the lesson, today we're going to be doing an in-class work session on source mapping. So the next class, the next time we meet, the first class of next week, you're going to be turning your source maps in, sort of. I'll tell you how. But you're going to have over the weekend to do it. But today in class, I'd like you to get as far down the road on your first one as you possibly can, maybe even complete it. And most importantly, I want you to ask me any questions that you have as you're working on it. So anything that you have about what that source map is supposed to look like, and I've created a model that I promised you, and it's posted in this lesson. If you have any questions, you're still struggling to find a source, or you're not sure about how to create, still confused about signal phrases, or pithy quotes, or hinge phrases, any of the elements that we've been working on, today is the day to ask me. We're going to use the familiar Google spreadsheet that seems to be working pretty well to generate a conversation. So post your questions there. I'll be getting to each of you as quickly as I possibly can. And hopefully you'll leave class today really secure with one map, if not finished, well on its way. And then you can have the weekend to complete the others. And when you come back here next week for our first class with these maps finished, then the lion's share of the Unit 2 essay will already be done. The actual writing of the essay is just you walking around the map and putting the words, the paraphrasing, the quotes, the names and expertise and the hinge phrases, just typing it up, and it will feel so much easier for this work. So put the effort into the source maps, ask me any questions that you have, and good luck.